Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to talk about one of the challenges lab, which will help you to how you can solve the challenges lab of Google Cloud Spanner database. So what the option is available, like what the point you need to follow. So let me show you that one. So this is the lab which I have already started. So create and manage Google Cloud Spanner database. This is the challenges lab. So here say it is not the straightforward. This is the objective. What we'll have to do. This is the 6 points we have to complete. Then you can able to successfully score the 100%. But all the steps you cannot find. You have to do the steps. So let me quickly open the console. So how we can do that? So let me show you. So instead of open here, so let me open in incognito mode. So this is my one separate window, and let me copy the password and let me paste here, and we'll just log in the Google Cloud Console, and we'll check the step by steps how the Google Cloud Spanner, how it will work, and all these the fundamental knowledge. And it's kind of a practical knowledge as well if you will be getting any task in your job, so also it will be helpful. So let me quickly open the Cloud Shell. So if you have not gone through the how to open Cloud Shell and how to play around with Cloud Shell, so in my previous video you can check how we can play with the Cloud Shell. So just open Cloud Shell. So yeah, as you can see, so Cloud Shell open for me to play around it. So my first steps, which I have note down here in my Visual Studio Code. First, what we'll have to do, create a Cloud Spanner instance. Then next, we'll create the Cloud Spanner database. Then third, we have to create a table in our database. Then load some simple dataset insert into the table, and we can also load a complex dataset. And this is my task number one, which is a Google Cloud Spanner instance, how we can create through gcloud command. So let me quickly copy this one and paste over here. So here it will create one Google Cloud Spanner instance. So once created, so we'll quickly check whether my instance is created or not. So how will check? So here you just put, you just type spanner, just you just navigate to this console, spanner console. So then we'll quickly check. As you can see through the gcloud command, my spanner instance is already created. So now my next step is to uh, create a spanner. Okay, so based on the instruction we have to create, otherwise it will not complete the task. So let me check. This is the okay. So create cloud spanner instance. The name should be this one, banking ops instance. So this is the right one. So let me create here. Just let me put yeah. So what I will do, I'll just delete this one, right? So let me quickly delete this one. Yes, you just click and delete, then you can put the name. Also, this is the best practice, like how to delete the instance. That options also you explore here, how to delete that instance. So once deleted, so now let me let me create as for the lab instruction. So let me copy this one and paste here. So you can see, okay. So let me quickly check the region US Central and the compute capacity nodes quality 1. US Central 1 and node is 1. Okay, perfectly fine. So now let me check the error. Instance config does not exist. Okay, name spanner instance the error not found. Not found. Okay, let me quickly check. Create a instance and then complete step the cloud CLI instance must have the following attribute. Okay, just let me quickly refresh. Or you can also manually create, for example, if you are not using the uh, gcloud command, so how we can create a instance through console. So that also it will be one of the learning for you. So instance name should be the banking ops instance. So let me put, and then the region should be US Central 1. As for the lab instruction, US Central 1, and this unit node should be 1. So this is the criteria we need to create the instance. So instead of creating the gcloud command, I just created through console, right? So either way. So now let me quickly go to the task number 2, create a Cloud Spanner database. So uh, this is my gcloud command I'll use to create the database. So the other way which you can also create database, just click over here and create. But let me try with gcloud command. Then if it will not work, then I'll create in console. I hope it is creating. Yes, perfectly perfect. Okay, so let me quickly check my database created or not. Let me refresh. Okay, so now we'll check the database banking ops db. As you can see, already created, right? So So as you can see, this is my database which now just created. So now let me go to the next steps. Now I'll create a, I mean the table I'll create. So the first table I have to create portfolio, then second category, and third is product. So let me create one by one. This is task number 3. So just click on database, then you just paste your the code to create a table. So here, uh, okay. So just click on write DDL. Here to create a table, just click on submit. As you can see, my portfolio table is created. So similarly, I'll create a category. So category table I'll create through SQL query. Uh, just you can follow what I'm doing. Then I'll just paste over your script, SQL script to create a table. Then click on submit. Again, it will create the category table. So once then the last one, sorry, two more. Let me create the third one, which is product. So the similar kind of similar option which we will follow here. Just open the uh, DDL and console, then paste your command and then click on submit. So similarly, the last one, let me do the last steps. I have to create a four table, and then what the process which I'm following, you just will follow. Click on write DDL, then paste your or write your SQL query, DDL SQL query, click on submit. As you can see, for SQL query I executed to create the four table. So as you can see, four table is ready. Category, customer, portfolio, product. So now load the simple dataset into the table. So this is the fourth task. Let me do that. So that also okay. So here okay. So similarly the similar fashion you'll use to insert the data. Okay. So let me cancel. Here it will not support. So which portfolio table, right? So portfolio, just click on portfolio table and just write DDL. Let me try. Okay, here it will not. Okay, so now, okay, Google Cloud, cancel it. Okay, let me. Okay, just in the left hand side, there is a option called query. You just here you click on query, then uh, here you just paste your insert query and run. This process will help us to insert the data into particular table, right? So now the same, uh, say the similar fashion, I'll insert in other table, data will insert into other table. So I mean this is done. So now clear the query once again. You can insert the data into category table. So okay, so once done, it will show it's completed. So now my inserted data successfully completed in category table. Now let me insert the data into product table. Similarly, I'll do for the product table. So here you just paste the insert query and run the query. Then data will insert. So now the data is inserting in my product table. This is my sample data. You can also follow the same process. And then now, okay. So now I load a complex data set. So let me, uh, okay, let me quickly check my overview. So here, this is the for table. For example, the customer, yeah, all table data you can show likewise. Otherwise, here, let me show you the uh, query also, the clear the query and the result you can see here. Okay, okay. So now next step, what I'll have to do, I'll have to go to load some complex data. So as for the lab instruction, let me follow. Okay. So what are the process I follow? I'll just check. Create the instance. Done. Then create the spanner database completed. Then create table in database. That is also this task also completed. Load sample data. Okay. That sample data is also loaded into the particular table. Now load the complex data set. So let me quickly use this URL. Okay, I need to use this command, copy command, and need to enable the some service. Okay, let me open the Cloud Shell and let me put. Okay, let me check it's copied or not. ls no data copied. Okay. Okay, let me quickly check. This is the large data, then this is the URL. Mhm. Okay, okay. So now, So generally it should be copy from the public cloud. So let me quickly check why it's not happening. Wrong number of arguments CP. Okay. So now I'll check the path. This is the path and let me copy this path. So let me check the file is copied. ls minus ltr. Yes, now my file is copied. So what I can do, just create a bucket. So let me create a bucket. So my let me create one bucket with my project name. This is the bucket creation command. So now the bucket created, and I'll just create one empty file. Okay, so then that empty file will copy to gsutil. Okay, so let me copy the project ID. Now copied. So how will check that all these things? So now GCS, just put clouds, go to cloud storage, navigate to cloud storage, then you can check. This is my bucket name, and here, as you can see, my temp empty file is there. Perfect. So now, so that the proper API is a permission set, so need to check the proper API is enabled or not. Quickly cross check. Uh, the data flow API is uh, enabled or not. If it is not, then this gcloud command would enable. Yeah, successfully enabled, as you can see, successfully enabled. So now, now, okay, okay. So now the next steps to job name. Okay. Okay. So now we'll create in data flow job. So in data flow job, what the process I need to follow? Yeah. Uh, so I'll go to the data flow. Okay, let me open the data flow quickly. Data flow. And then just click on create job template. So here You just put the name of the job spanner load. Just put the name spanner load. Then the location uh, US West 1. As for the lab, you will select US West 1. So let me select US West 1. US West 1. Yes. Now the template. Okay, so which template will I scroll down? Then data flow template. Domain type of template system. Okay, file stored in Google Cloud Storage. Load into Spanner banking database from a CSV file with the row. Select the text file on Google Cloud Storage to Cloud Spanner. So what I'll use this template, Cloud Storage to Cloud Spanner template. So let me find out Cloud Storage to Spanner. Cloud Storage to Spanner. Cloud Storage to Spanner. Cloud text file on Cloud Storage to Spanner. So I'll use this one. Then the Spanner instance ID. So what would be my instance ID? Okay. So instance ID you can fetch from here. So let me open, or you can create a duplicate here, duplicate, and here you can search the spanner instance, spanner. Just click on spanner. Then the ID, like instance ID and database ID, you can find over there. So this is the ID, right? So this is the instance ID and database ID also need to check. Yeah, this is the database. So let me quickly, okay. So here the template, the spanner instance ID, this one, and spanner database ID I need to put. So let me quickly check. Yes, so this is the ID and the database ID. Just click on database and then you can check the database ID. So this is the database ID. So let me put the spanner database ID and text input manifesto file. Just let me uh, put manifesto file. Okay. Okay, so let me quickly check the manifesto file. Okay, so just we can upload the file into bucket. Okay, I have a file, but I'll copy that file to. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me check the file minus ls. So this is the file customer list. So gs util. So my manifesto file, what should be my manifesto file? Okay. Okay, let me quickly check. Mhm. Dot JSON file. So let me quickly check the GCS bucket. The cloud training. Okay, this is the path. Okay, so the URL. Okay, this one I'll put over here. Here I'll put this one. Yes. So now temporary location like in my project temp file slash temp. So this process will follow, right? So this is the input manifesto file and this is the location and then uh, that's it. I think yeah, that's enough. Now we can start the uh, so then the manifesto file we can test in manifesto file we can put over there. Then now we'll start run the job. So let me click on run the job. So process is already started. We can show here logs. Here I can see the job started, job status. We can check here. Most of the parameter will check the execution details, job metrics, recommendation, cost, job graph, as you can say started. So then the next process, let me check. load the complex data we are loading, then the six last one, add a new column to the existing table. Okay, this is our last task. Then our challenges lab will complete successfully. It will complete. So job is running. You can check the logs here. The job is failed. So just need to find the check why job failed. First one be failed. Uh, Failure. Zone resource pool exhausted. Instance spanner load. Failed. The zone it does not have enough resource available to fulfill the request. So this is the one of the learning for us. There is no resource to run the job. Uh, so that's why it is not successfully run the job. Okay, so now let me quickly check my load custom table completed or not. Load custom table is not completed because of this issue. Uh, okay, let me try one more time. Let me create one more. Copy the name. Let me create the same. US East one, US West one. Okay, US West one. The template which we select text cloud to spanner. Text file cloud storage to spanner. And then ID. Okay, let me copy here. And instance ID. Here I just quickly, okay, this is the ID banking instance. Okay, this is the bucket name. Okay, of the time they run the job. I'm not sure it will work or not, but error encounter. So here many things like in data flow, this is the automation process. Like the huge amount of data we can upload into Cloud Spanner from storage bucket. So this is one of the pipeline which we are using, but in the backend some compute resource is required. So now the compute resource is completely consumed in this US West 1 data center. So that's why it is not able to complete the job. This is the challenges which I am facing now. So it's a great learning. Like you can also face this kind of issue. You can check the errors, the same kind of error maybe. Let me check quickly. The US has been failed to bring any of the desired worker. Please refer to this error worker pool failure help troubleshooting. June resource pool exhausted instance spanner load creation failed. The June project June span does not have enough resource. This is the root cause. This does not have the enough resource. So you can try again later. Then our the other steps like it will fulfill like my other steps uh, once this is done then select star from customers you'll check in the here will console let me show you for example banking DB query and let me uh, just copy this one and here you can just check select star from count and customers. So now the customers, uh, okay. Then it will display the data. Then the new column to the existing table. For example, my uh, I have a table. So then I just want to now add some additional table, right? So existing table, I just want to add the new column. So this is the command database will update and then the alter category add column. This one. This one is the main SQL query which you can add the new column. Alter table. For example, this is my category table. I want to add column is the marketing budget. So my marketing budget, this is the column name and what the data type I want to you have to define. So this command will help me to add the new column in a uh, existing table. So this is all about the challenging slab. So hope this video will be helpful and thank you for watching my YouTube channel and stay tuned to get more video like this in Google Cloud. So thank you so much. Bye bye.